This first bird here, I'm kind of just going to play the whole video raw. We didn't get a lot of footage of it, kind of the situation and setup we was in. I'd been trying to kill this bird for about 6 days straight, and nothing would work. As soon as he hits the ground, he was henned up, and I had no idea the caliber bird it was going to turn out being. But I actually hunted this bird the morning before we killed it. We killed it in the afternoon. And I left the camera, decoys, everything but my gun and me at the tree I set up on, because I knew they'd eventually get to that field. I didn't know what time. I actually hunted there until about 11 that morning, and of course by 8 o'clock, they stopped gobbling. But we snuck into this field. We took the long way around, and we come up, and Tom was actually already in the field. We set up at the end of the field, thinking he was by himself. Maybe we could call him up. I had very, very high hopes that if he heard a call, he would come to us. But the wind was blowing probably 30 miles an hour. The bird couldn't hear anything. But with the way the wind was blowing, we was able to kind of loop through a thicket and get to the camera and the decoys and all that. And we set up on this bird at like 5 o'clock. And I think we ended up killing him around 7. Where Jacob was sitting with the camera, he couldn't see him the whole time, but I was in front of him. And with binoculars, I watched this turkey for, like I said, until he sit down, until he finally come in. He never gobbled. He never really acted like he wanted to do anything. And like I said, the wind was howling, and I was actually able to crawl out into this field and put a strut and decoy out. And I think at the end of it, that's actually when they ended up killing him. But it was awesome. It was a crazy experience watching a bird that long, just easing his way, never get in any sort of a hurry. And to watch his demeanor and his head color and everything change. And he ended up coming to our gun barrel. But it was a huge bird, and hope y'all enjoy it. Ain't no way, dude. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Could you see it good? Oh yeah. Dude, that was so worth it.